And we're going live here on Facebook as well. So welcome to everyone watching on Facebook or in replay. We're so glad you're here also. Tonight, we are going to be showing you all Pampered Chef's new products that just came out in March. And we also, in with that, we have 2 new meal mixes that came out this month. And they are, that pad thai and scampi. So these are the 2 highlighted recipes we're going to be doing, but you're also going to get to see some egg bites in our brand new version of our quick cooker, which is now called the multi cooker. If you have the quick cooker, still going to be able to do most of the recipes in there, and all of our accessories will fit. And then we're going to kick it off tonight with a little demonstration from our honorary Pampered Chef, Emmeline here. She's standing in for one of our consultants who had a little tummy bug today. And so she's going to do a great job. I know it. So before we do that, I just want to thank you for being here. My name is Katie. I'm the training coordinator for an amazing group of consultants called Team Climb. We want to invite you to watch what we do tonight. We have a ton of fun together with these workshops once a month. We do trainings together. We share ideas. Right now, it's only $25 to dip your toe into the Pampered Chef waters, and you get all your training and website. These workshops are included as well for your training, but also as a way for you to add value for your customers so that they can see the products maybe that you don't have while you're learning how to demonstrate them as well. So thanks for being here. We're so glad, and to all of our consultants on Team Climb, we're so glad that you're here tonight to learn and that you brought your customers and hosts, and we're just glad that you're utilizing this resource. If you're not part of our Facebook group, we have a private group on Facebook that's just for our consultants and their customers that will live stream a replay of tonight and all of our workshops. We've officially decided to do the second Thursday at 7 o'clock, unless there's some extenuating circumstance. So that means that you can mark your calendar for April 14th-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone, and then Emmeline's going to take it away so we can jump right in. The last thing I'll say, if you've been at one of our workshops in the past, you have an opportunity to win some door prizes. We have a whole bucket load of door prizes, and another one here. Let me show you. This is what's on the table you could choose from. A whole bunch of stuff, all right? And most of those are brand new products that you've never seen before. And the way that you're going to get entered is by asking us questions, right? So you can ask us about how we make our money, how we do our parties, how we get our parties, what you get when you host a party. If a recipe intrigues you, or if you need a tip about how to use the product, you could ask about a product, and you're going to get tickets. So ask us, be as nosy as you can come up with. No questions too small about hosting a party or being a consultant and what that's like. So we want to have you start asking those questions now, so I have time to put your tickets in, and you can win the prizes at the end. Okay, Emmeline's going to take it away and show us some of our brand new products. All right, go ahead and show us.
So what we're doing is there's these
Talk really loud.
These are little baggies that you don't need to use plastic for. And this one right now is one that is medium size. This one's a small size. I'm keeping my snack in one of these ones. This one is for jelly beans. My dad keeps jelly beans in that one. This is a sandwich one. You can just add the sandwich right on it. And this is one that you can fit your whole lunch on
Facebook. Yeah, so great. All right, so these again, reusable bags. Oh, we've lost ourselves here. All right, so the reusable bags to save on plastic. Here's how that sandwich one opens, and they have these really nice teeth too. They're dishwasher safe, and you can buy them in a set or you can buy them single. So good, thank you, Emma. All right, show us your next product.
All right. Okay, this thing, Mommy. Mom, this is thing.
Yes, so these are reusable containers that you could take your lunch in.
And if you open it, there's a cut board, so you can just cut your straw. You can grab your little knife and you can put it in your thing and then cut your tomatoes out.
Yeah, so these come in a set of 2. And if you missed that, then this lid, actually the inside of the lid is a cutting board. And Emmeline was going to demonstrate here her cutting her kiwi as if it was part of her lunch. So go ahead and do that. Back and forth. A little bit of, yeah, good. So this tomato knife is a really great one to start your kids with because it's got a serrated knife, so it should cut through all fruits and vegetables, but it's going to be safer than one with a sharp, smooth blade. No, I think
It's not getting out.
Oh, you did a good job. One more little cut. Keep your fingers like a bear claw. Okay. Yes. So you can take this and cut your fresh fruit and vegetables right as you're going to eat them. So those are 2 of our brand new products. Emmeline, is there any other of your favorites from our new products that you just want to tell them about? They're probably going to hear about them in a second.
It's probably my new snack container.
Your new snack bag. Yeah. They have a mean mom that doesn't let them use the little reusable plastic sandwich bags and stuff. So I make them take containers. And so they're so glad to have something more like the normal snack bag. Okay. Well, thanks, Emma. So glad you're here. We're going to move on and pass it over to Miss Lisa. She's going to start our first brand new product recipe, the Scampi Meal Mix. Say hi, Lisa. Find you. There you are. Okay, I see you. Can I hear you?
Oh, there we go. There I am. Do you hear me?
We can hear you. Thanks, Lisa.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I am super excited to show you one of our new meal kits, which is the Scampi Recipe. So what's really awesome with these meal kits is it actually gives you all of the directions on what you need to do in order to make this. So Pampered Chef actually has this as a chicken Scampi recipe, but I like shrimp because just shrimp Scampi sounds good. So that's what I'm going to make tonight. I'm going to be making the shrimp Scampi. So what I started out with here is this is my 10-inch non-stick skillet. We actually just came out with a new 8.5-inch skillet. So this is awesome, I think, in the morning for eggs, when you're doing smaller meals. I'm of course cooking for my family, which is a family of 4. So I'm using the bigger skillet tonight. So what I did is I actually put in some of our new oil, which is garlic Parmesan oil. And this stuff is so yummy. As you can see, we got this at the beginning of February and I've already used almost the entire bottle. That's how good it is. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my shrimp in. All I did is I washed it. I made sure that all the shells were off. And I just put it on some paper towels so that it could dry real quick. And I'm just going to throw it in my skillet here. And then I'm going to put my Scampi seasoning right on top. Be careful as you're doing this, as there's oil that can splatter a little bit. All right. Okay. So then I'm just going to open up my little packet here. I'm just going to sprinkle this all onto our shrimp. The entire packet goes in here. All right, while that is cooking, I also wanted to show you our Basil Infused Oil. So this is also another new oil that we got. And I am actually going to use this as a dipping for some bread that I had left over from my husband's birthday. And I'm actually just going to put this in a little 1-cup prep bowl and put a little bit of salt and pepper in there with the basil oil so that I can dip in my bread and have that with my pasta. And I'm just going to use my saute tongs here to flip over my shrimp. This makes it so easy to grab that shrimp and flip it over. And then the next step that I'm going to be doing here is we need to put in a little bit of white wine, and we need to reduce that wine a little bit. So for anybody who is not a wine drinker, or you just don't want to put alcohol in your food, that is totally fine. You can also use white wine vinegar as a replacement. I did do that before just because I didn't have any wine on hand, and it worked out perfect. So what I'm going to do here is first, I'm going to grab my wine. I'm going to open it up. And then I'm going to grab my Pampered Chef wine glass, and I'm first going to pour myself a glass of wine. Because I'm cooking, so I deserve a glass of wine, right? All right, so I got my glass of wine poured. And all I have here is a 1/4 cup of white wine. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in, and I'm going to let that reduce a little bit. And then you guys can all come back and see the finished product. So I'm actually going to throw it over to Dusty so that Dusty can let you know what she's making.
Hi, everybody. So I am going to make, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to make some sous vide egg bites in the multi-cooker. So the first thing I'm going to do, it takes 7 cups of water. So I'm going to put the little rack that comes in here. I'm going to add my water. And if you're new to sous vide, which I totally was, it's a good way to make things perfectly cooked. So a lot of meats and stuff, you can make them, you put them in there, and then it heats up the water to the temperature that you tell it. And then it cooks your meat, and it'll be the perfect temperature. For steaks, for example, you could do, like, if 2 people have different steaks that they like, one person likes it medium rare, one person likes it well done, you can do a medium rare and then sear the second one. You don't have to sear the meat, but it gives it a little color. I'm not exactly sure, I'm still learning about the sous vide, but a lot of times you cook in a bag, a plastic bag, like a freezer bag are good, or our reusable bags. We have a big one, but I'm not going to be doing that because I'm going to do the egg bite molds. So I'm going to set this to sous vide. So there's 2 ways you can use this. You can use this in the quick cooker. I did a very extensive research on that for a customer. There is an egg setting, which I've heard you can put it on this egg setting for 12 minutes, but when you sous vide them, apparently they are much creamier and a better texture. So I was like, I'm going to do that. So I'm sous vide to 172. So that's what temperature the water is going to get to. I'm going to push that, and I'm going to do it for 90 minutes. So it does feel like it takes, oh, it doesn't have 90 minutes. Let's see, there we go. It doesn't, it takes what feels like a long time to warm up, but it's really, one thing nice about it, let me get it going, there we go. One thing nice about it is that you can set it and forget it. It's going to beep, you might hear it beep. There's a way to turn that beep off while it's warming up. You've got your progress wheel telling you that it's preheating. The egg bite recipe on Pampered Chef's site says to use 6 eggs, but we have a group on Facebook that we're on since it came out, where people kind of share ideas and things. And so I saw some people say that they use 5 eggs because you're only supposed to fill the wells up 2/3 of the way full. So I've got 5 eggs, 1/3 cup of cottage cheese. I don't like cottage cheese, and I had sour cream. So, you know, in Pampered Chef fashion, I decided I'm going to try it without cream and see like how it tastes. I'm thinking it's just going to, the sour cream or the cottage cheese is just mostly for making it extra fluffy, and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to mix that all up. Very good. And then you want to spray, or you can just use oil. I was going to get out my little brush, and I didn't, but I like to spray it because it's just easier. So when you use the kitchen spritzer, you want to pump it and then spray in the little wells. And you want to make sure to burp it. You have to do that. So I'm going to put in my eggs. Sorry, you guys, if you listen to my kids. They're grumpy. And I'm terrible at measuring, so these are probably a little bit more than 2/3, which isn't going to hurt anything. They're just going to fluff up, so the lid might pop off. So the next thing you want to do are your toppings. I had some fresh bacon, and I can't get it to chop up because it's good from the farm, fresh bacon, and I didn't make it really super crispy, so I was having a hard time chopping it. So I got some of these real bacon bits. That in there. Just gonna put these in here. And then cheese is what I'm going to put. I probably do some with sausage and then some with cheese or some with bacon. They say not to put too watery vegetables in there. You want to stick with the drier ones. And then I did get out my graters that I could grate some fresh cheese, but I'm a working full-time mom. And so I just got out the little bag of cheese here. And it does say to push the wells, push your ingredients down in there. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'll pop the lid on it. And there are like little grips around the edge of the lid so that you make sure that you get the lid on good and tight. It's not going to be a tight fit, but you'll see what I mean when you put the lid on so that it's attached on there. So there's that. And then I'll just put that in there for the 90 minutes. And then I'll take them out and I'll show a picture because they're not going to be done, obviously. Another thing, I made Cheesecake Bites. Amazing in this. And I found, so I have the medium scooper and the large scooper. I just ordered the large scooper, and I'm pretty sure the large scooper would be really, really good. I did like 1.5 of the medium to put my cheesecake filling in. And I think the bigger one would be perfect to do your cheesecake filling. So I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. And then this is going to go, it's not going to be done while you guys are here. So, oh, one more thing, our cake tester. So they did say that you might have to kind of pull the egg off a little bit, but you should just flip it over and it should just pop out. But you can also use our egg tester, cake tester, and that will help you without tearing it.
Awesome. Thanks, Dusty. We have lots of questions about sous vide and like, can you do the same thing in the quick cooker as you can the multi-cooker? As far as this pan goes, I know that it will fit because it's the same inner pot, but the sous vide setting is exclusive to the multi-cooker, right? So
Yes.
do we have any consultants on tonight that might know, like, if they got this silicone egg baking thing, would they be able to do a setting on the quick cooker? And we may just need to be getting back to them on how to do it.
Yeah. Yes, you can. I forget what exact setting it would be. I think it's custom for 12 minutes, but I did extensive research because I had a customer that just bought the quick cooker and she wanted this. So I did reach out to home office and everything to make sure that she could actually use this. You cannot pressure cook with it, which is why I think you would do, I don't know if it's custom or the slow cooker, but I'll get back to you guys because I have the information that I sent to her.
Awesome. Okay, so Dusty, if you will like compile some of that and just pop it into our workshop group or even under the replay, that would be amazing to answer that question. So I love it. Thank you. We've had so many questions, but let's check in with Lisa. Lisa, how are you doing over there?
Doing good. So my wine reduced, and then I put in 4 tablespoons of butter. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but check out how awesome that looks. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I actually cooked all of my noodles just in the micro cooker. So I already had like the half broken up spaghetti noodles. They fit perfect in here. Put a little bit of water. I put it in the microwave for about 6 minutes, stirred it all up, and then did about another 6 minutes. So my noodles are all done, and all I'm gonna do is just get them in here. They're sticking to each other a little bit because I waited. I'm gonna put that in the pan. I'm gonna use my pasta tongs to get them in here. And that's it. That is our Scampi meal. I think that this was done in what, like 10 minutes? I don't know, super quick. So that's our Scampi meal.
So quick. It looks delicious. I wish we were there to do the wine and the Scampi with you. So we did have a question about how many. So I've got it right here in front of me. Someone will win this tonight so they can try it at home. It says, it does tell you how much of each. And it says there's 6 servings per container. However, I eat more than 1 serving. So is that what you find, Lisa? Like, how many does this serve for you? I guess it depends on how many noodles you.
Yeah, I think it depends definitely on how many noodles you use. I eyeball everything. So even with my shrimp, I think used a little less shrimp than I could have based off of the number of noodles that I have in here. But it definitely feeds my family of 4.
Yeah. Well, you can just play like find the shrimp when you're eating. And,
yeah, right.
And then if we were in my house, it'd be like, pass mom the shrimp. When you find it. Oh, I love it. Well, I hope that answers your question. Oh, and then temperature wise, were you doing like a medium or a low heat for most of that time?
Yeah, so I have been changing it up. So I actually started out with a high heat just because when I poured in my oil, I wanted my pan to be a little bit hot, but it was pretty much on a medium heat the entire time.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. All right, so now you guys get to hear me talk more. So hope you're excited about that. Yeah, and I'm sure you'll hear Emma and she'll photobomb me, but I'm gonna do the pad thai. And it does tell me exactly what to do to mix it up together. So I'm going to just pull the mix together here. Maybe Emma can stir it for me. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. I did a practice round. It's 6 tablespoons of water, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. I had 4 tablespoons of coconut aminos, which is my typical substitute because I try not to do gluten. So that's my gluten-free sub, or you can get like gluten-free soy sauce. But we had some packets from the Chinese restaurant to finish the job. And this is rice wine vinegar, and it's an optional ingredient, but we really liked it. So I'm going to add that. It's 2 tablespoons in the cutest measuring cup you've ever seen. And let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. And then I've got my mini whipper, and we're just going to get all of the dryness out. So Em, you can work on that. And I'm going to show you my favorite meal prep tip. See if I can show you my chicken. I'm sorry, my computer screen kind of cuts off my head, but you'd rather see the food, I'm sure. So don't forget to ask your questions like, hey, when you're a consultant, how do you get your products? What do you pay for your products? What's your discount? Someone asked these questions because we want to give away some prizes. This is the close and cut. You've probably seen me use this before. If I use it all the time, like in every demo, or if you've ever been to an in-person party, I'm going to be showing you chicken because I think this is so cool. Funny story, when I first started with Pampered Chef, I was not willing to touch raw chicken. And so like I'd take a glove to my parties with me and I'd use the glove and then my professional shears. Now these are amazing for raw chicken. So before you got here, I did do some chicken trimming, but you know, like all the little white, little gross, veiny, whatevers, it just trims it right off very, very easily. If I'm grossing anyone out or we have vegan friends, I'm so sorry. So we're just gonna squish that big fat chicken breast onto our close and cut, and then close it all the way down and pull the knife through. So this comes as a set. You buy it together because you have to have that big sharp knife. It used to be sold separately and our friends didn't have Pampered Chef knives, and then they didn't like the close and cut because their knife wasn't cutting through. It wasn't the close and cut's fault. But look, isn't that awesome? It's even, you can cook it evenly. It's super thin. And then what I'm going to do is actually trim the chicken into little bite size. So it says small strips. I like super thin strips and it goes real fast. Everything that I'm using right here is dishwasher safe. I do want to make a distinction. The color coded knife, the blue knife that I'm using, that one is okay for the dishwasher, but Pampered Chef's professional knives that have a lifetime guarantee are hand wash only. So you have to know that distinction because they are different. How's our meal mix sauce looking, Emma?
I think it's good.
It smells so good. Oh, one thing about Pampered Chef mixes, they are gluten-free, MSG-free, and this particular pad thai, they made sure to make it peanut-free as well. So most Thai restaurants and Thai mixes have peanut or peanut oil. And so this is peanut-free. However, if you like the peanut flavor, it has an optional add a handful of peanuts or chopped peanuts at the end. And of course you'd want to use Pampered Chef's food chopper for that, right? So it says 1.5 pounds of chicken for this meal mix. We made it as a practice the other night. And what we did was just boiled some water and did some rice noodles. And then once the rice noodles were done, and the chicken, the sauce started having a nice like caramelization on it, then we added the noodles and it was absolutely delicious. So, all right, you've probably seen plenty of chicken cutting. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take and warm up some sesame oil in our large wok, which is my favorite Pampered Chef product. I know that was a question. We'll get back to our questions here in just a couple minutes. But I'm going to warm up some sesame oil there, cook this chicken till it's white, and then we're going to add the sauce. And I found out the other day, the sauce thickens on its own. So you don't need a thickener on it. It will thicken up after just a few minutes of reducing it down. So that's our pad thai. So easy. Again, the scampi and the pad thai, about 10 minutes from start to finish. And it's, I mean, a really yummy meal, something you would get in a restaurant. Okay, we are going to pass it over to Erin to get away from dinner and on to dessert. I know you're going to be excited to hear from her.
You actually get me and my little sous chef because he loves to help cook, and especially he loves to help eat, right? So
And I'm mostly the one that helps her out and whenever I hear that mom's doing it live, I always join and do her.
yeah, and he actually wants to be a Pampered Chef consultant when he grows up, which is awesome. So if you are thinking about being a Pampered Chef consultant and you like to bake, now is the time to join because you can actually get a free numbers and letter pan with any kit that you pick. So, and there's a $25 kit. That's pretty cool too, right? So I want to show you first off something that has been asked from all of my customers, the 9x13 pan. And I love this pan already. I've used it a few times. I used it on a live show just on Sunday, and we made the dulce de leche cake.
We already had a lot of brownies.
We already had a lot of brownies. The dulce de leche cake was so good, and I made caramel sauce in the blender, and the caramel like did not stick to the pan. Like I could literally take a paper towel and wipe it out of the pan. So this is nonstick. just like all of our other baking pans, I do recommend getting a nylon knife so that you don't have any marks from a knife like on it. So the nylon knife is just going to cut it so that it doesn't, you know, cause any scrapes on it. And then you have the nylon little tool here to help pick it up.
It's easier
and
when
eat it.
it's hot.
Yeah, well, it's actually pretty easy when it's not too. And you can see these just slide around. It's not going to stick at all. And this is actually the brownie mix, the Pampered Chef brownie mix, which is also gluten-free. We have gluten-free chocolate chip mix and gluten-free brownie mix. Yeah, did you know that? And they're very good, right? You had one when you got home from school. So
Two, actually.
Two, yes. So if you watched me while Katie was hacking earlier, I actually was working too. I made some whipped cream, and this is fun too. You like to make whipped cream, right? And I put it in our our little bag, decorating bag. So if you saw me do that, and we're going to use this and some strawberries on our cake that we have here. So I have the secret center cake pans, and there's two pans, and I actually use both the inserts. Now you're not supposed to use both the inserts, but I wanted to show you what they look like. And I made a cake ahead of time, if you can see that here, using the individual well one. But what I was really surprised is how amazing these came out of the pan. So yes, he wanted to show you too. While we were working, we used our little quick slice to slice up some strawberries so we can put them in the little wells. So let's show them how easy this comes out, right? Okay, we're gonna slide this forward.
Do we flip it over?
We're going to, but I also forgot to let them know that I use the brand new, I know you're so anxious, aren't you? I use the brand new egg separator because this is a white cake mix and I had to separate my eggs, and you helped me. How did you do it?
I put it like, and then it was just, we cracked the egg and put it in there, and then we shake it up.
Yeah, so you just shake it and the yolk doesn't break. It like was a complete yolk and it came out perfectly, just slid right into my little bowl, and absolutely love this. I like that it has a little extender too, so that if you have a bigger bowl that you need to sit it on, you can extend it all the way there. So let's flip it. I know that's what you wanted to do. So let's flip this one first. So we're going to flip this one, and then we're going to flip this one. And I think that the other ones came out a little bit better. Oh, there it goes. Look it slid right off.
Yeah, this middle thing's still in here.
I know, because I wanted to show them. And literally, like, this just peels off. There's no scrubbing on these pans. They are so amazing. And so we have, this is what it would be with the insert if you were going to put all of your, secret items in the middle of your cake. And then this one will be for when we want to put fun little things in each individual well. So we're going to take this one out too and just show them so that this is the little hole. And so if this was a full without the insert, you would take it over top here and all of your fun stuff would be in the inside. Okay,
Yeah.
We're gonna just save this one because I think having 2 cakes in this house is probably enough. And we'll save that one. We'll probably freeze it for a rainy day, huh? And then we're gonna make this one into our strawberries with whipped cream. So we have each little well, you want to put some strawberries in. I'm gonna actually push. You want to do it? You're gonna go around the well. So that's how I actually decorated the cake, is you go around each well and then you fill each well so that you can fill it with more stuff, and then the stuff stays in it too. So we're gonna go each well, and we're just going to make this a half a cake, but we will cut into the big one for you. Good job. All right, you want to fill it with some strawberries, and let's put some in the middle too, because why not? So I'm using this bag, and if you saw, I actually put it in a cup to fill it. I feel like that's the easiest way
Oh yes,
to fill these bags. And these are silicone. So the way that you would wash this is just turn it inside out. So all of it washes up really good. It's a really durable bag. I have bought others in the past that really haven't held up real well. The thing that I use to decorate this cake is actually our Easy Decorator. And this has been a different design in the past. I really think it's really easy. I haven't used the old design before, but you're just going to fill this insert in the tube here. Fill this right here. Take that off. The top comes off. And then this like has a little plunger that plunges down, and you just put your little thumb when you want to decorate it. So we decorated it with that.
Is that enough?
Oh yeah, each one needs them.
I know.
And then I saw we have a bench scraper and a bowl scraper set. And I saw that you can use this bench scraper when you are decorating your cakes too. So I use that as a kind of like a little guide to scrape around my cake to make it that really pretty professional type looking cake, because I'm not a professional. So this stuff actually makes the very average baker be a really good baker. So I use this to make it nice and smooth. And if you have our little Lazy Susan, that is really fun too, because you can spin the Lazy Susan while you're using it. Was it perfect? Oh, good. And then you had one in your mouth too. So yeah, so use this if you're decorating a cake and you want nice smooth edges. And then you're doing great. So we're gonna just, the nice thing here is now you have each your own little individual cake. Which one are you gonna pick?
No, we need to put the top.
That one's for a rainy day. This one we're gonna just cut into just like this. And this is our slice and serve. Actually, it's for pies, but it works good. So we have our little cake here with your individual strawberries and whipped cream. And then should we cut into this one too?
I'm gonna have one of those slices.
You're gonna have one of these slices. So I just made a buttercream.
I don't know what's in that one.
Yes. So we're going to cut into it too. And I have a little another camera, so maybe it'll be easier to see. But I like that I put a little like circle on each piece so that I could help guide myself. So we're gonna cut into this. And then it's actually a red velvet cake.
I know.
Are you excited?
I saw it. I saw the top.
This is gonna be way too much for you.
Cause I saw you. Cause you made the little the pie thingy.
Yeah. So that we're going to do. And should we find it? That's a huge piece. But should we show them where the center is?
Oh, what is it?
Yes.
What is it?
M&Ms.
And sprinkles.
And sprinkles. So how fun is that? That each piece has a little surprise. I just love this pan. I obviously can tell that he does too, right? All right. So if you have any questions about all these pans, let us know. But really, the numbers and letters pan is also one of our favorites too. We like to make that, and you can get that free. So.
I saw one about how heavy is that pan. And I mean, it's super light, right?
Oh, wait, like this one?
Yeah.
Or
the one with the lid.
you wanna lift it up and show them? Put it over your head. Oh, it's pretty light, isn't it? He's doing it one-handed.
Look at that.
Six-year-old can hold it one-handed.
Oh man.
That's how heavy it is.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, thank you. You guys were so fun. I want to be at your house right now.
He's gonna not be able to go to bed tonight, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh, love it. Okay, well, that concludes our main recipes. But look, we got all fancy this week, and there's Emmeline, and there's our pad thai. There's our pad thai cooking in the background. So I don't know how this looks, but we're starting to really learn this Zoom thing now. So every month you come back, we're going to be fancier. Let's go ahead and answer some of your questions. So I saw one come through about what do you get when you host a party this month? And then the other one that I want to just say for our consultants watching, the question came up, what is your number one favorite product? So I think all of us should answer that, all the consultants, but also I know that everyone watching has a favorite Pampered Chef product, even if you just figured it out tonight while you were watching. So type it in the chat what your favorite product is. As far as hosting goes, every single month you get with a minimum qualifying party, which is almost always 3 orders. Okay, it's $200 in sales, but almost always 3 orders. As a host, you're going to get a 60% off item. You get to choose it. So if you want the multi-cooker as your host special, 60% off. If you want the air fryer, you get that 60% off. If you want the wok or our new stainless nonstick 8.5-inch skillet, which is the cutest little thing. My husband comes home and makes his second breakfast with this every day. So that's a really fun one. Or if you want some of our cake pans or even the set of all of our cookware, you can get that 60% off. Plus, in addition to that, with a minimum qualifying party, you're also going to get a 50% off item. And that would include some of our host exclusive bundles. And that's just a fancy way of saying like, they put like 3 or 4 products together and say that can be your 1/2 price item. So lots and lots of things. How do you get paid was a question I saw. So we get paid 2 times a month on the 7th and the 21st, and it's based on our sales and bonuses. What other questions do we have? What toppings are you adding to your pad thai? I didn't add any toppings, but we also had a question about ginger in here. Optional toppings, it said, scrambled eggs, bell pepper, lime wedges, cilantro, chopped peanuts. And I would love to know what you guys add to your pad thai. We're pretty simple around here, and I did not see any ginger on this meal mix. It does contain sesame, so you would have to add your own ginger. Oh, your daughter's allergic to ginger, so you would be safe for this one as well. What I can do, Jill, is take a picture of the meal mix info so that you can have that. And do you have specific labels for gluten-free? I believe they all say gluten-free, yes. Yes, yeah, right there, gluten-free. Let's see. The close and cut, I think, yeah. Sherry's like, I think I've seen you do the close and cut a whole bunch of times. Yeah. All right. I hope you guys are sharing your favorite products with us. See if there's any more questions coming through. I know there were more. I'm just scrolling through here. Garlic press is a fave, air fryer, heck yes, stones, enameled cast iron, the rapid prep mandolin. Yes, the silicone grabbers. Yeah, we have some great silicone products. The oven mitts, the microwave grips, all of those are so good. Good.
Don't forget about our chicken.
Do the mixes show the carbohydrates? Yes, they do. Pad Thai has 11. Scampi has 2. So if you're like going low carb, maybe the Scampi's for you. All right. So another question I see here is, how do you be a consultant? So that's pretty general. But when you want to try Pampered Chef as a consultant, like, so first I would say, make sure you just get the information you need. So like, if you're here thinking about being a consultant, or if you're just curious, or you're trying to help someone ask the right questions, ask any questions you would want to know before you started a part-time job. Most of our consultants have a full-time job, and they do this in whatever little pocket of time. So I was talking with a gal today who does it during nap time, and we had a new consultant call, and usually that comes up, and you know, it's after the kids go to bed. For me, I started that way. It was like, I'll do Saturday mornings for a couple hours, and then I'll do a party once in a while. And today I work from like 10 a.m. to 4-ish p.m. almost every day. And then some Thursday nights I do a team meeting or a call like this one. And then on Sunday nights, we do our team trainings for our new consultants as well. But as far as getting started, you just pick one of our kits. Right now, Erin had mentioned we have the $25. So if you've ever thought of being a consultant, you could start with for $25. Check it out, try it out. And it's always a trial basis. You have 90 days with a free website so that you can try it and see if you like it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And let's see, are the mixes part of a new line with more to come? We're not sure about more to come, but yes, it does seem like consumable products are something that Pampered Chef's really tapped into. And I love that they're not things that you can find other places, generally speaking. Is there any prep and training before becoming a consultant? So not really. I always tell new consultants like, hey guys, we're earning money as we learn how to do this, because there's no real way to know everything you need to know before you do a party. So you kind of do a party. And what I love is that everyone already knows the products. So if you do a party and you just ask people like, what do you love? Why do you like that? What do you use that for? Like, you're going to learn on the job, right? You're going to learn on the job. Does consultants get discounts when they purchase products? So yes, we get paid commission when we sell products. 20 to 27%. Okay, then we get paid twice a month. And purchasing products, yes, we get 20% off generally. And then when new products come out, like the new products, one we didn't see tonight was our new colander that has the cute little spoons on it. It's a nice big colander, easy to clean. So for example, if you're a new consultant, for the season that it comes out, you can get a sample product. So we get one of each. If we desire it, we don't have to buy them, but you can get one of each new product 50% off. And that's like a one-time thing for us to enhance our kit and have samples to show off, etc. So that is the great questions. I need to add the last, you guys. I'm going to try it out as a consultant. I like the 90 days. Yes. And then after your first 90 days, you get you can do a website month to month, and then you get everything. We have an online party system that comes with all of the outlines. Like right now they gave us dinner boot camp, right? So we can just use all of their content, not have to come up with our own stuff. And then, you don't have to have a website to be a consultant, but it's really helpful and usually pays for itself. Okay. Any last questions? And consultants, if you saw any other questions that we need to answer and I missed, just type in. Let me get Shirley in here too for your question. Any other questions? Last call. What does it cost to have a website? The highest cost is about $15 a month, but you can do it in longer. Like say you get a 6-month, it's going to be cheaper than the $15 a month. All right. Before I do these drawings, I put those in the, darn it.
Hey, Katie, Pamela also had a question in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Did you see, go ahead and read it?
Yes, I can, if I can bring it up here just super quick. She asked, how much is required in sales per month, and does that include the pantry items?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, it does include pantry. Lisa, how much is required each month?
Oh, I love how you're going to put me on the spot. So each month is $150 in sales in order to be able to keep your career sales. But to stay on as an active consultant, you only need $20 every 6 months. Yes.
So yeah, and it's every other month for 150. Actually, I tell you guys 150 because I want you to get paid a paycheck every month. But yeah, if you had $150 every other month, you'll always be in good standing with Pampered Chef. You get your discount. You keep working towards a raise. That's what the career sales was. So thanks, Lisa. You did good. Awesome. And I put our on-time door in I did it wrong. So it's okay. You guys just get extra. Okay. I think we're good. And if you guys have more questions, please ask away, join us in our group. I'll hang on the line after just to make sure I've answered everybody. We did something new this month. So I'm going to be doing, we'll give away 3 door prizes tonight, and then we're going to give away a big prize. So I have a new survey. This was by request. I just put in the chat. It says, here's our survey. I want you to fill that survey out. It's like 4 or 5 questions, very quick. And you're going to give us a little feedback on the workshop, but also tell us how you want us to stay in touch with you as well. I'm going to be doing a larger prize based on the feedback of the survey. So if we get 10 people to fill out the survey, I'm going to be giving away on Saturday. I'm going to be giving away one of our reusable bags. I believe the one I have is the sandwich bag. And by the way, if you ever win something that you already have or you don't like, you can tell me and I'll probably be able to exchange it for something of equal value. Okay. So I have that. If we get 20 people, including consultants, to fill out our survey, I'm going to give away our secret center cake pan set. Okay. So this will be for anyone that fills out the survey. You also get an entry when you order from your consultants. You have to do it before Saturday though, because that's when we're doing our drawing. So you have tonight and all day tomorrow. I'll do that drawing Saturday morning. To get entered, you get an entry when you fill out the survey. You get an entry when you order from your consultant. You'll get 5 entries when you book your party with your consultant. Okay, you got to pick a date to start, and you'll get 10 entries when you schedule a time with either your consultant and myself, or your consultant to learn more about the business opportunity. Or like, I know Amanda, you're already pretty much there, like you want to join. So when you join, that would count as well. But maybe we can do a short interview with you as to get you those extra 10 entries. So any other questions? Are we ready to draw?
No.
I think these were our questions. So draw one from here. This is going to be our on time. Doing the survey right now. Let me put the survey in the chat one more time in case you're missing it. You don't have to do it before we get off today, but Kathy P. You're a winner. Okay, so you're going to get to choose from my little bucket here, maybe one of the meal mixes. Tell me which one you want. Okay, that was our on time. These are our questions. So we're going to pick 2 question askers. It looks like our pad thai is coming right along too. I kind of forgot about it. Thank goodness for non-stick pans.
I kept on trying to tell you to.
Hey, Katie, they're saying that the survey that you posted up is the group. It's not the actual survey.
Okay, sorry about that. So who is that?
Do you want me to do that? I can find it for you.
Shirley. Yes, Shirley. I think it was Wallace. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, survey. So we have Kathy, we have Shirley, and then pick.
Oh no, I put her back.
Pick one more. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that's the survey, and I think Erin's gonna pop it in too. Oops, but make sure you're part of the group. All right, pick one. Come on. All right, Jill O. Yeah. All right, congrats. So Kathy P, Shirley W, Jill O, you guys can tell me if you'd rather have a Scampi or a pad thai, or you guys can choose from, or you can just message me or your consultant and I'll give you a picture of what you can choose from. All right. And then once you fill out the survey, you have your first entry for our big prize that's going to be announced on Saturday in our group. When you order, schedule your party, or learn more about our Pampered Chef team, it's like a 10-minute conversation you can do with myself or your consultant and myself, or however it works out. So any other questions?